All right. Good morning. Happy New Year. Again, I think today we will focus more on having a really good stretch to kind of finish out this year. Hopefully you'll feel really good after this and be ready for tonight. So with that, let's just do a little warm up. A nice march, standing up nice and straight. Get that chest and that head lifted, arms moving opposite the legs. Now keep your legs moving and let's pump them together. So lift them up. When you bring your elbows back, I want you squeezing those back muscles. And breathe. Make sure your feet are coming up off the ground. Good. Keep those legs going. Push, pull. Push it out, pull it in. Push, spread those fingers. Pull it in, make a fist. Squeeze the back muscles. Push, pull. Again, push, pull. Extend. Always think about extending and pulling. Again, make your movement intentional. So again, I don't want to see, just flinging the arms. It's push, like you're pushing something away. Pull it in. One more time. Push, pull, and march. Deep breath in and out. Good. March it wide. Nice. Now plant the feet. Let's reach overhead. If you can, try to get those arms moving and reaching for the ceiling. I'll have to check and see what's going on with my music here in a second. Reach. 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 Good. Let's take it to the corners. So you're reaching. So it's a slight rotation. Get your shoulder following the arm. So you have a little rotation through the midsection. Good. Last one. And step it side to side. Step side to side. Good. And just swing those arms. Just swing. Nice and easy. Make sure your hands are kind of loose, wrists are loose. So just here I want your arm, your wrists just kind of loose and just flexible. Good. Go up a little higher. Taking those arms up just a bit higher. Good. And let's march it out. Picking those feet up. Go ahead, keep marching. Stand up straight. I'm just gonna go ahead and see what's going on here. I don't know what happened. Okay. Sorry about that. Start with your right foot. Reach and reach. Reaching across the body. And if it stops again, well, we're just going to do without music today. That's all. Reach, tap it out, extend. Last one. March it out. Stand up straight. Get those feet up off the ground. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Stand up straight. Again, you want that chest and head lifted to the ceiling. And breathe. Keep the shoulders down. Breathe into the belly. And out. Roll those shoulders back. Roll them back. Good. Make it bigger. Now let's take it to the back stroke. One arm at a time. Shake it out. Get those hands going around the wrist. And the other direction. Spread those fingers, make a fist, flick it out. Make a fist, flick it out, make a fist, flick it out. One more time. Good, and shake. Standing up again, nice and straight. So you always want your ears over your shoulders, over your hips, over your ankles. And we're going to drop that right ear towards the shoulder. Make sure your shoulder stays down. You want to feel that stretch down the left side. Come on up and drop to the left. Keep your shoulders down. If you need to, you can bring your hands behind you because you can't lift that shoulder. Come on up. Do it one more time. Drop. Notice my ear and shoulder are not touching. We have a tendency to kind of go like this, but no. We want to keep this down. Come on up and drop the other direction. And come on up. Good. And just kind of shake it out a little bit. Hands on the hips. Now try to keep your hips forward. Okay? And we're going to rotate that upper body. So you're turning your shoulders up. Oh no. It's on repeat. We don't want to do that. We'll just stop. So we're just not going to have any music today. Okay? So you just get me. So let's rotate those shoulders. And then come back to center. And rotate to the left. So notice that you have a little rotation here in your hips, but you want to try to keep your lower body still. Try to keep it as still as possible. Come back to center, and let's go to the right again. And come back to center, and one more time to the left. So the music is just one more in a list of technical issues that we've had this morning. So it's all good. We've had to, I guess 2020 has taught us to just roll with things, huh? And let's come back to center. Good. So it's kind of getting you to separate your lower and your upper body. And let's make sure you're near your chair. Take that right leg out in front, point and flex. So point and flex again, and then you're going to circle that foot around the ankle. Remember, it's not moving the leg. Leg stays still. You're just moving the foot and then the other direction. Think of drawing a circle with your big toe. And switch, point and flex. That left foot, point and flex. Good, and circle. Draw a big circle with that big toe. And the other direction. And breathe. Good, all right. Stand up nice and straight. Let's take a nice deep breath in, keeping those shoulders down. And exhale. Always remember to breathe in through the nose, getting that breath into the belly, and then exhale through the mouth. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to combine a couple movements. We're going to go to a plie squat, so legs are going to be wide, toes slightly turned out, we don't want them out like that, but slightly turned out. But again, everybody is different, what their hips will and will not allow them to do. So wherever is comfortable for you. So we want those legs wide. Try to get your legs wide enough so your feet are outside your hips. So my hips are here, my feet are out here. And we're going to come down. Remember, we're still bending at the hips. We're still pushing our glutes back, all right? Knees still need to follow the feet, the toes. How far down you come is up to you, what feels right for you. If you have any knee pain or any other issues, keep those abs tight. Now we're going to come up, squeezing our glutes. Let's do it again. We're going to come down. Good, and come on up. And we're going to do it one more time. Come down. And we're going to hold right here. Now, if you can, if you need to hold on, just try to move the legs yourself. If you can use your hands, gently press those legs open just a little bit. So opening up the hips, keep your abs tight, and make sure that you're not putting weight forward on the toes. And then relax, come on up, shake it out. Remember to breathe. Let's do it again. When you come down, knees should be going over your laces. Come down, abs tight, hands on the inside. Press them open slightly. Now, you can come down further. Again, this is all dependent on what your body will do. And of course, never move into pain and listen to your body. And then come up, shake it out. Woo. Okay. But again, I challenge you that if you're okay, don't stop just because you think this is just as far as I want to go. Can you go an inch more to just try to get your body stretching and lengthening and opening up more and more each time? So I always challenge you to try to extend more or go down further. Okay, let's get our glider. So I would say get right behind your chair. Get your glider. Now, if you're on the floor, if you've got this kind of a glider, you want the felt or the lettering down on a hard surface. So felt, depends on what kind of glider you have if you're at home. Otherwise, you want the plastic on the carpet. So I want you to have the glider near your left foot, and then I want you to step off the glider so that you watch me first. So we're going to slide this out, and we've done this before. So if you look at my form, notice what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to go with the glider. Here I look like a triangle, a regular triangle. We're going to stay over that right leg, and we're just going to extend that left leg out. So I'm just trying to tap my toe out to the side. And I'm going to dip back on my right hip a little bit. I'm going to sit back like I'm in a chair, all right? So go ahead and put the ball of your foot on the glider. Stand up straight. So when we go and we stand on that right leg, we want our shoulder over the hip over the knee, over the ankle, all right? If your body is right in the middle of your legs, get back over the right. So ready? We're gonna extend that leg out, sit back on that right hip, sit back, weight towards the heel of that right foot. And I want you to hold right here. Because now, if you need to, you can put your heel down. Now you're getting a nice little stretch on the inside of your thigh. Feel that? Good. Come up, pull that glider in. Got to push down so you're activating those muscles. And let's do it again. Slide just the left leg out. Sit back on that right hip. You can put your heel down so you don't slide around. And hold. Abs tight here, supporting your lower back. And come up. And one more time. Slide it out. Sit back. Heel down. Abs tight. Breathe. Feel the stretch in the inner thighs. And pull it up. Good. All right. Shake it out. All right. Deep breath in and out. Okay, let's do the other side. So ball of the right foot on the glider. And let's go ahead and do the same thing. You want to stay stacked over your left leg. Slide it out. Sit back on that left hip. So again, my hip, my knee, my ankle, my foot, all in one line. And put your heel down and just get that nice stretch on the inner thigh. Breathe, abs tight, pull that belly button in. Now push down on that glider, pull it in. All right, ready? Let's take it out again. Good, and let's go ahead and just hold. Breathe, breathe. Good, and come up. And one more time, slide it out, sitting back on that left hip. Sit back and hold and breathe. And come on up. Good. Let's just shake it out a little bit. We're going to do one more stretch standing, and then we're going to do a little bit seated. So we're going to do some stretches seated. A lot of stretches for our back as well. Now, stay behind your chair if you need that for balance. If your arms won't go up overhead, you can use one arm or you can use none. So you can just bend to the side. So we're going to be doing a nice oblique stretch, which is your side here. And it's also going to stretch out our back muscles as well. So we're going to take our hands up together. Again, if this bothers you, we're going to bend to the right, so you can just use that left arm, and you can also use no arms and just bend. But as I've said before, I want you, as we bend to the side, I want you to ground, push this left leg into the floor as hard as possible, and push your left hip. Think of pushing your left hip towards the floor. It's a bidirectional stretch. Some of you are familiar with that in classical stretch. So we're stretching overhead, and I'm stretching down to the floor, and I'm creating a nice stretch through my side right here. So you should feel it going into your hip. So you can have both hands overhead and palms together and just reach over. Again, you can use one arm, no arms, but I want you to push this hip down. Connect your mind to your body. Connect it. And breathe. Good. Come on up. Bring those arms down. Shake it out. Let's do the other side. Take it up. And let's go towards the left. Now you're grounding that right leg down into the floor, thinking of just pushing that hip towards the floor as well. Push it down. Push it down. Breathe. Good. And come up and down. Let's do one more time on each side. Ready? Take it up. Let's go. reaching overhead. Again, you can use one arm, but I'm pushing my hip. This is the important part I want you to think about as well. Pushing your hip to the floor. Good. Come on up. And then if you want no arms, you can just bend to the side. And again, think of pushing this hip down to the floor. And breathe. Good. And come on up. Whew. Deep breath in and out. Okay. So let's come around to the front of the chair. Don't sit down yet because we're going to do a 10-second sit. We haven't done that in a while. So we're going to stand right in front of the chair. We're going to take 10 seconds to sit with a stop somewhere for 10 seconds. Okay? Remember, hips go back first. Ready? Here we go. 10, 9, hips back. 8, abs tight. 7, 6, 5, knees forward. 4, breathe. Stop right here for 10, 9, 8, 7, breathe. 6, 5, 4, abs tight. 3, 2, 1. Let's continue for 3, 2, 1. You should be right at your chair. Good. Deep breath in and out. All right. So we're going to do, we're going to sit forward in our chair and we're going to do a seated child's pose. So if you've ever done any yoga, we're going to work on kind of stretching out that low back a little bit, helping to release some tension. I'm going to turn sideways a little bit in the chair so that you can see what my form is. So we're going to sit up nice and straight, nice and tall. Again, tuck your arms in. These we don't want to use these arms of the chair because when we put our arms here, then we end up using it for support and just letting our muscles go to mush. So tuck your arms in. You got to use your core to support you. You're going to sit up nice and straight and hinging at your hips. We're going to come forward. Now I want you to think about lengthening, trying to pull your head out a little bit longer this way, okay? So you want to try to lengthen through the spine, sitting, and you're coming forward, and your arms are on your thighs, and we're going to take a deep breath in. Try to breathe all the way into that lower back. Breathe in through the nose. Now exhale and come up. Pull up from your belly. Good. Let's do it again. Come hinging forward, arms on your thighs, kind of supporting you. Pull from the head. Try to make that spine long. Deep breath in all the way to the back. And exhale and come up. Let's do it one more time. Hinge forward. So notice I'm not bending. I'm hinging at the hips. Arms on the legs. Making my spine long. Inhale to the back, to the low back. Exhale. And come up. Good. Okay. Take that left arm, turn, face you again. Left arm is going to come down to the inside of your foot, fingertips on the floor. Now, if that's hard, you can put your hand against your shin, or you can just rest your elbow on top of your leg. Okay, so wherever you can go. And we're going to take that right arm, we're going to lift it up to the ceiling, and we're going to look up at our hand, or try. So getting some rotation through the back, opening up the chest, stretching the neck. Good. Bring that hand down again to the hip, to the thigh, and push yourself up. Nice and easy. Let's take the right hand down to the inside of that right foot. Again, wherever you can, if you need to, you can keep your elbow right here on your thigh and lift that left arm to the ceiling and trying to look up where you can. Now go where you can. Everybody's flexibility is different. And bring that hand down to that left thigh. Slowly push yourself up. Let's do it one more time. Hand is down. Lift that arm up. Now, try to pull that right arm back just a little bit more if you can. Getting that stretch through the chest. Again, this is go where your body will allow you to go. Do not move into pain. And hand down on the thigh. Come on up slowly. And let's come down with the right. And take the left arm up to the ceiling. Looking up. And then pull that left arm back as far as you can. Feeling the stretch in the front of in the shoulder area. In the front of the chest. Good. Hand on the thigh. Come on up. Nice job. Let's get your ball. Put it between the knees. Sit up straight. Again, always on the edge of your seat unless I tell you to move back. I want you on the edge of the chair, arms tucked in. So sitting up straight, take that left arm across to the side of the right leg. You can use your right hand and sitting up straight, sitting up tall, lengthening, shoulders down. We're going to turn and look behind us. Now, again, if there's anything that is contraindicated for you, just move where you can. Now, extend that right arm behind. If you need to, you can let it rest, but try to keep it up. Shoulder, make sure you keep your shoulders down. Turn and look in front. So your arm is behind, you're looking in front, and again, we're getting a nice stretch down the arm, feeling it in the chest, in the front of the shoulder. I feel it all the way down my arm into my hand. Especially if you're on the computer or you're doing a lot of art, your hands are maybe crimped up a little bit, and come and relax and shake it out. Remember to breathe. So let's take a deep breath in. Exhale. Let's take the right hand to the side of the leg, and let's just turn and look over that left shoulder. Sitting up nice and straight, shoulder is down. Again, go where you can. And then take that left arm back behind you and look forward, keeping the arm behind you. You're opening up. You're pulling this arm back wherever you can, feeling that stretch down the arm. There shouldn't be pain, but you should feel a stretch. I can feel this all the way into my hand. Good. And shake it out. So let's go ahead, and instead of doing 10 stand and sits, we're going to stand for 10 seconds. And again, I'm going to have you stop somewhere and hold for 10 seconds. So we're reversing what we did to sit down, because we're going to do a few more things in standing. We're going to do a couple leg exercises and then do a little bit more stretching and then continue stretching. So remember, when you're standing up, keep those knees over the laces. If you need to, you can keep the ball here if you want as you stand up slowly. So ready? And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold here. Abs tight. Breathe. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And continue. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Let's take that ball off or out from between your legs, your knees. And if you want, just get right behind your chair for balance if you need it. I'm going to stay out here so you can see me. We're going to just do a little bit of pulsing. We're going to work those glutes a bit. So standing up nice and straight, I want you to lift that left leg behind. Now this is a very small movement. It's all about the pulse, and the movement is coming from the bum. Okay, so I'm not going to use my body and throw my leg up. I want that leg only coming up and down a few inches. So standing up straight, and again, listen to your body. So we're going to lift 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Woo. Shake it out. Same leg. Take that leg back behind you. Now we're going to flex our foot, push through the heel. Have a little bend. Make sure your right knee is a little soft, so a little flexed. Standing up straight, bring your heel in towards your bum, and let's pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And stretch it out. Go ahead and take that leg out, heel down, toes up, and sit back. Stretch it out. Breathe. Pull your toes up towards the ceiling. Just getting a nice little stretch. Good. And come on up. We're going to do the same thing for the other leg. So first, let's lift. Standing up straight. Small pulses coming from your glute, your bum, that right bum. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out. Take that leg back. Flex your foot. Hamstring pulses. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take that leg out, heel down, toes up, sit back. Stretch it out. Breathe. Pull your toes towards the ceiling. So your sit back on that left hip. Getting a nice stretch through that hamstring. Good. All right. So let's do, to stay behind your chair. And I want you, if you're holding on, I'm going to stay facing you. Take a big step back with that left leg. Big step back. And we're going to push this hip forward. Make sure your right knee, if you look at it, should be going right over the middle of your foot, maybe covering your laces. Keep the weight towards the heel of this right foot. Push this hip forward. You should feel a nice stretch in the front of this hip, maybe down the top of the thighs. I'm going to turn my chair. Maybe we'll do it this way. We'll just turn the chair. But you can be upright. No reaching. I don't want your body forward. Body is up nice and straight. Now, holding on with your right hand, take your left, and let's just open it up again, up to the ceiling. But keep pushing, kind of keep pushing forward and feel that hip opening up here a little bit. Take your back foot, point it out, turn it out, and let's continue. Maybe feel it a little bit more with that foot pointing out. Keep this knee over the toes. Good. Now, I want to just hand down. If you can release and bend the other direction. If you need to hold on, you can just bend the body. Keep this right foot grounded. Feeling a nice stretch on that right side as well. And breathe, come on up. Good. Deep breath in and out. Okay, same thing. Big step back. I'm going to start this way. Big step back with that right leg. Make sure your toes are all going forward. Your hips are closed. So my hips aren't facing on a diagonal. So check your hips, close them. Push forward through this back hip. Again, you want to feel this stretch in the front of the hip and then the top of the thigh. And breathe. So I'm going to go sideways now so that, actually I'll turn my chair the other direction so you can see me. So we're up nice and straight. Holding with our left hand, take that right arm up. Let's turn that right foot in towards the room. So right angles. And bring that up to the ceiling. Again, getting a nice stretch through the chest. Keep pushing through the right hip now. I'm feeling a nice stretch in my hip area. Ground this right foot into the floor. Get it grounded in the floor. Don't let it pop up. Ground it. Not grind, ground it. Just ground it. Become one with the floor. Good. Now, if you want, you can come up and go into that reverse warrior. And now you're grounding that left foot, this forward foot down. So keeping your hip down. Now feeling a nice little stretch through the hip. And release. Good. Okay. Let's go ahead and sit down. Hopefully you like this nice little stretch to end the year. And let's come sit on the edge of our seat. Take that left leg out in front. And let's put that strap under the ball of that left foot. And sit up straight and just pull those toes towards you. Pull those toes towards you. Good. Feeling the stretch in the calf area, right in the back of that lower leg. Sit up straight. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. And we're going to come forward. Keep pulling your toes and reach with your left hand to the toes. Now go where you can. I know everybody's different. Everybody's got different flexibility. Good. And come on up and shake it out a little bit. Shake it out. Good. Take it back. Sit up nice and straight. Pulling those toes towards you. Deep breath in. And exhale, come forward. Now reach with your right hand for anywhere on the outside of that left leg. Anywhere. And then look over your shoulder. So see if you can try to turn that right shoulder. You're trying to turn it to the left. So feeling that stretch shift. You're still pulling your toes towards you. Feeling that stretch. I'm feeling it as well. I'm assuming there's a lot of groaning going on out there. And let's come on back. Good. Woo. And let's go ahead and put this under the right foot. So you can loop it through or just place the band under, the strap under. Again, if you have a smooth-soled shoe, you probably want to loop it so it doesn't slide off. And let's sit up straight. Just pull those toes towards you. This shouldn't be a lot of effort. Use the loops to your advantage and just pull. Get those back muscles into it if you need to. Pulling your toes towards you, stretching out the calf, the back of the lower leg. Very important for making sure that your feet and your ankles can move properly. And let's take a deep breath in Exhale, come forward, reaching with the right hand. Keep pulling your toes towards you. And relax, shake it out. Take it out. And sit up, pull those toes towards you. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, and reach with your left hand. Reach for anywhere on the outside of that right leg. And then look over your shoulder, trying to get that left shoulder turned, and continue to pull your toes towards you. Feeling that stretch kind of shift a little bit. It's right behind the knee, and it's the outside of that leg, hitting that IT band. This may help if you have any sciatica. See how you feel. And come on up and shake it out. Good. Let's put that down and stay on the edge of our seat and open those legs. We're almost there. Here's my favorite part. Let's cross our arms, sit up straight, shoulders down. And remember, deep breath into the belly. And exhale, come forward. Now pull up from the belly, abs are tight. Inhale, exhale, down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And let's do it one more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. Come on up. And bring those legs together. Sit up straight. Let's get our strap one more time. I know we have some new people out there. I like to do this every so often to show you, to remind you about proper breathing. Put the strap around you and then crisscross. This should be coming right under the chest. So we don't want it down by your waist. We want it up kind of right under the chest. So it's across the rib cage a little bit. Shoulders down, and pull it so that it's snug but not tight and shutting off your airways. As you take that deep breath in, I want you to think about trying to push the strap, trying to open the strap up. You're going to feel your hands moving as you inhale and exhale. And that's telling you that you're getting in to where it needs to be. If you're doing a shallow breathing, you're not going to be able to open or push against the strap. So let's take a nice, long, deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Long inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale. Thank you so much. Have a happy, happy new year. And I hope that 2021 sees all of your dreams and come true, and that we're able to be all together again as one. So have a wonderful day.